Okay, 5x equals 20. This is a linear equation in algebra. The first thing in this problem is the first thing in any algebra problem is to ignore the big scary words. So these are called linear equations, and that's why I have the shark and the dinosaur here. And I just want you to know that words scare algebra students, and they probably scare you. And there's really no need to be scared because these words have no use in algebra. So all we need to learn how to do is actually work the little problems. So just to make it ridiculous and silly here, I put a shark and a dinosaur. This is the great word shark. This there to scare you about the words, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex, also designed to scare you with words. The thing is, if you're not scared by the words, you're already over the first hump in algebra. So down here on the camel, you can see I'm drawing a little white mark over the first hump. The first hump in an algebra problem is to ignore the big scary words. And the second hump is just to do the little problem, which is easy. And that's why we have Fluffy Piggy here. And Fluffy Piggy says, just work the problem. So, okay. So how do we do this? We want to get x by itself, always. Whenever we see an equation like this with just one x and a bunch of numbers, we want to do some things to both sides of the equation to get x by itself. And that's all we have to do. So I'm going to rewrite the problem down here. 5x equals 20. And we want to solve for x, or isolate the x, or get the x by itself. It all means the same thing. So right now there's a 5 right beside the x. We have 5 times x equals 20. So I would like to get rid of this 5 so that x is by itself. So I'm going to multiply both sides, or excuse me, I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Okay? I can do anything I want to both sides of the equation. It's just a thing in math. If you have something that equals something else, if you do the same thing to both sides, whether it's add something, multiply something, divide something, subtract something, as long as you do the same thing to both sides, then it will be true. The two sides will be equal, which is what an equation means. So in this case, I chose to divide both sides of the equation by 5. Why did I do that? Well, I was thinking ahead. I knew that 5 divided by 5 over here is 1. Ooh, and I like that because 5 divided by 5 is 1. X just stays the same, right? And that's equal to the other side of the equation is 20. I'll just rewrite it here. 20 divided by 5. And what is that? That's equal to 4. So 1x equals 4. I could just say 1x. That's quite a number 1 there. Sorry about that. It's the worst number 1 I've ever seen. 1x equals 4. Okay? And 1x equals 4 is just the same as saying x equals 4. So our solution is x equals 4. And that's the answer, and we can stop right there. And if you want to check your work, you want to make sure you got the right answer, there's another thing you can do. You can just plug this back in to the top and see if the equation is true. So I'm going to rewrite the equation. We're just going to check our work now and make sure we got the right answer. Didn't make a mistake. So 5x, or 5 times x, equals 20. That was the original equation, original problem. And I'm going to plug in a 4 now for this x. So 5, right? And this is our solution right here, right? This is our solution is going to go in. We're going to double check it. So 5 times, instead of x, I'm going to put in a 4, which is our solution down here, right? Equals 20. So 5 times 4 equals 20. And so I'm going to rewrite 5 times 4. That's 20, right? equals 20. So 20 equals 20. The equation checks out, right? So we know that our solution of x equals 4 is correct. And so I'm going to give us an A+.
Thumbs up and subscribe. For more videos like this, check out algebravideos.com.